Welcome back to the garage. We're getting prepared for winter. We had quite a good frost last night. And obviously when it does get cold and stuff, maybe a bit of a chance of snow this year. They have forecast it, so you never know. We might be lucky. I like a bit of snow, but not to the point where you can't get and do anything. So I thought I'll get sorted out in the workshop so that we can have heat up here. And we've got the Audi back in because, as I say, the wall's back on hold again. We're almost halfway. I can't see that we're going to get back onto that till the new year now. The diesel heater we've got says it needs to be earthed. Now, I have mentioned this in the previous videos. The generator isn't earthed, obviously, because it rolls around on wheels and it's got rubber feet. But there is a earth post on the front, so we're going to whack a post in outside. I've already made a lead up and I've connected it up to the generator so that we can get the earth, get a spike in the ground, get it connected up to that, and that hopefully should be some kind of an earth. It might work fine without it. Anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to fill the heater up with diesel out of the tank, which is... It did have 700 litres in it, but it's gone down a bit now because we filled the digger up. The pump is ever so nice. Tina's noticed it's got a little bit of a leak on it. It was, well, only after we filled something up using the pump, it was starting to leak out the bottom. So it's coming out of the suction hose. We've undone the Jubilee clip, managed to push the pipe on a bit more and tightened it up. So far, I'm looking at it now, so far I think we've cracked it. It's not leaking anymore. But I want to sort the hoses out. The hose that runs out to the vehicles, the way it comes out of the pump, it's straight up, and as it bends over, it's starting to kink a little bit. And then the other hose end that we've stuck in the tank for now, that's just stuck in the back of the tank, and it's kinking a little bit at the top. So what I did, I went on eBay. There was some a cheap hook set. So we've got hooks like this. I'm going to fix that one on the wall, and that we can hook the nozzle back into. Yeah, these ones I'm just going to screw into the wall just to guide the pipe. So I'm going to put one in holding it upright, and then another one just to take a bit of the weight off it, and then hopefully that'll be enough to hold it. So that's the plan for now. I'm going to get the SDS drill out. We're going to drill some holes, get some raw plugs in there, and get all these hooks on the wall and see if we can get these pipes sort of so they're not kinked all the time, because it was only a cheap pump and pipe set, so they're not sending out the best, the best quality, I should say. They're good enough for us. If you wouldn't be using them day in, day out, but we fill the tractor, we fill the digger, we've got a diesel heater. The gang mower's diesel, so we'll be using it for that when that's all up and running again. It's not the sort of thing that we're going to be using every day, so if we look after it, it will last. So this is just a little job that I want to get done. If I put it just here, it's not going to get in the way of anything, is it?
The worst that can happen is a dog will try running over it, but...
But if I leave it out the ground a certain amount...
Yeah, I was going to say, they can't come out yet anyway, full time.
I mean, it's only temporary.
Shove it in more than that. They don't.
Yeah, I'm going to, but
so it won't get in my way.
Once the electric's in, we won't need it.
No.
It's not going very well.
Well, it's not being held at all, is it?
And then just, will it reach that post?
Yeah, just
if you can clip it on the shiny metal bit on the sides.
The inside. Let me do it.
They did do a more expensive version of that pump, which came in a casing with somewhere to hook the nozzle. It came with a meter to tell you how much fuel you've pumped, and the very, well, not very, but even slightly more expensive, it actually had a fuel filter on it. We'll see how this one goes. I think, you know, it's for us, it does the job as long as it doesn't keep leaking. Trouble is, they all look like they're made by the same people. And this one was about less than €100 complete. The pump, the nozzle, the pipe, the suction pipe. The suction pipe's got a filter on the end of it. So that was just under €100 delivered. Now the one that's got the casing, the fuel filter and the meter, that's about €350. Now, as I say, they look like they're made by the same company somewhere in China. And I couldn't justify spending that extra €250 on something that we're only going to use a couple of times a month, if that. You know, over the winter months, we're not going to be using it at all, apart from filling up the diesel heater. So we're going to see how it goes, and if it does start playing up, you know, touch wood, hang on, a bit of wood here, it's going to be fine, and I'm worrying about it needlessly. But what I probably will do, the way that's hooked on, obviously the nozzle's pointing upwards, I'll just find like a little cover just to go over the end, just to stop dirt going down the nozzle. I think that might be a good idea, because it's not like a spotlessly clean workshop in here. There's a lot of cobwebs and dirt and dust, and we do get a lot of birds in here. So just to stop stuff going down the nozzle, because you don't want to be introducing dirt and crap into your fuel tank if you can help it. So we'll sort that out at some point. For now, I might just put a rubber glove over the end of it. But yeah, so I'm going to get everything put away now and see what else we can get up to in here. So while this workshop is still sort of fairly empty, it's not empty, but nothing's fixed down. The fuel tank's there, that's where it's going to go, and the fuel pump's on the wall. We can get the Audi in it. Can't get it right back because we've got temporary, well, it's not scaffolding, but Dad's put some wood on the blocks to reach up to the next few courses of the blocks. So we've got the Audi in here, but I've got enough room to get up all the way, pretty much all the way around it. We should be able to get the Range Rover in it as long as I keep everything to the edges when we get it in. Now the plan is this wall here, but you've got a pillar here and a pillar here, and the wall set sort of back a bit. Now the blocks on this wall are sort of about that thick, so that's quite a strong wall. It's got a coffin? No, it hasn't got a coffin. It's got a concrete lintel halfway up, and that's quite a strong wall. So what the plan was, because that wall's set back down on the floor here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, there's a bit of a ledge. So what my thinking was, have the workbench in that, along that wall, and that'll be a good, what's that, a good 4 metres. Because it's on that wall, put it between the pillars and I can set it back. And we won't lose as much workshop space then, because if I do it directly off the floor, we're sort of losing a good 10 to 12 inches. So that's the plan for that. And what I'm going to do, these boards that we ordered for scaffold planks, they were advertised as scaffold planks. Didn't give it any thought. Tina said what measurements were. I told Dad, you know, on the Facebook messenger thing, and he said, oh, that sounds really good. Good price. So we ordered 3 of them, 5 metres long. They're like that thick. So that's going to make a really nice workbench, which I'm planning to put over there, and then have a back on it, fix a back on the wall, and oh, it's time for 11s. Hang stuff up. Plenty of power sockets over there. We'll have the vise, and I'm looking at a bench grinder because the other one we've got is not ideal for what I want. That'll all go on the bench, and then it'll just be set back, so as I say, we're not losing that much room in the workshop. So that's pretty much it for in the garage today. Just a little bit of an update, how we're getting ready for the winter. It was pretty fresh last night, dropped down to...
Well, it said 0.6, but then that was right by the house.
We've got the weather station sat in the bathroom window on the outside, so it's close to the house. That was just above freezing.
Properly
But
crispy in the
out in the field, it was properly frozen, you know, crunchy grass and all that. So it could have been below freezing outside. It is getting colder. The days are getting cold. It's a maximum of 9 today, is it?
Well, 12.
Maximum of 12 degrees C. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll put it across the screen.
Not a lot.
No, it is quite fresh. We're all wrapped up. But with that little torpedo heater thing, oh my word, that's really going to... When we've got electric in here, it's going to be ideal because I can have it sat in the doorway with the door cracked open a little bit just because it has to draw air in. It probably won't be too bad in here because we're not airtight. It's not like a properly sealed garage. But it doesn't hurt to have the door open a little bit. Fumes, if there's any fumes, it does smell a little bit. It's not too bad, but the roof isn't insulated and there's a lot of gaps all the way around it. So whatever fumes and that can just go up and out. So that's ideal. We're going to be toasty in here in the winter. As I say, we're going to crack on with this Audi in the next few days or coming week. We're going to get it jacked up, find out what's wrong with it and get that fixed. Then hopefully next year when we're all unlocked, people are out and about buying things, we might be able to get it sold. Anyway, we'll worry about that when it happens. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get it fixed so we can get on with some other projects. So I've got the chainsaw tuning to do. I'll do that this week, not this week, next week. And we'll just keep on ploughing through it. Somebody did comment in the live stream the other night that I'm the master of the half project. We've got all these projects on the go and we don't really seem to be getting to the end of them. Well, now this garage is semi-workable. That's something we're going to remedy, hopefully. That's the idea of the heater. I can get out here in the winter. It would be nice to have electric up here, but we've got some other bits and pieces to do first. But once we get electric in here, it'd be nice because I'm planning on having power points everywhere so that I don't have to have extension leads all over the place. So I'm waffling now.
Do the gate and then you can trench straight through.
Yeah. Plus, we're going to run internet up here. I've got the internet cable. I've got the little junction box and everything so that we can get up here with the camera and the laptop and do some live streaming from the garage, which will be quite different, and maybe do some little projects on the live streams and all that kind of thing. So that's something to look forward to. But for now, that's it. We're off back indoors and I'm going to edit this video. And yeah, hope you like this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And from me and the Hobbit blocking in the light at the doorway.
You're all right.
It's bye for now.